Your last blood test came back normal. Your doctor smiled, said everything looks fine, and you left that office feeling safe. Here's what no one told you. That test, the one you've been relying on for years, was measuring the wrong thing. And while your numbers looked perfectly fine on paper, something else was quietly building inside your arteries. This isn't a theory. This isn't alternative medicine. In March 2026, the American College of Cardiology released an updated consensus that is already reshaping how the most advanced cardiologists in the world assess cardiovascular risk. And if your doctor hasn't mentioned ApoB yet, you need to watch this entire video. Let's talk about what your cholesterol test actually measures. When you get a standard lipid panel, you see four numbers: total cholesterol, LDL, HDL, triglycerides. For decades, LDL was the star of the show, the villain, the number everyone feared. But here's the problem. LDL doesn't measure particles. It measures passengers. Think of it this way. Imagine a highway. You're trying to measure traffic congestion, the real danger of a crash. The old method counted people in the cars, but what actually causes accidents isn't the number of passengers. It's the number of vehicles on the road. You could have 10 people in one bus, or 10 people in 10 different cars. Same passengers. Completely different risk. That's exactly what's happening inside your arteries right now. LDL cholesterol is the passenger count. ApoB, apolipoprotein B, counts the cars. Every single atherogenic particle in your bloodstream, every LDL, every VLDL, every IDL, carries exactly one ApoB protein on its surface. One particle, one ApoB. So when researchers measure ApoB, they get the precise number of particles actively colliding with your arterial walls. And here's where it gets alarming. A 2024 meta-analysis published in the European Heart Journal, covering over 350,000 patients, found that people with normal LDL but elevated ApoB had significantly higher rates of silent cardiovascular disease. Normal LDL, dangerous arteries. The March 2026 ACC-AHA consensus went further. It now formally recommends ApoB as a superior marker for residual cardiovascular risk, particularly in people who eat well, exercise, and have always been told their cholesterol is fine, especially those people. Because the standard test was giving them false confidence. The medical community has known about ApoB for years. The research has been building for over a decade, but routine blood panels haven't caught up. Most labs still don't run it unless a physician specifically orders it, which means millions of people are walking around with a ticking clock and a piece of paper telling them they're healthy. Silent heart disease is exactly what it sounds like. No symptoms, no warning, no pain. The plaque builds slowly, year after year, inside the arterial walls, not blocking blood flow enough to cause symptoms, not visible in a standard checkup. Until it is. The first sign of cardiovascular disease in 50% of cases is a heart attack. Not chest pain, not fatigue, not a warning, a heart attack. And research now shows that ApoB elevation, even with normal LDL, is one of the strongest predictors of this silent progression. The test exists. The science is clear. The consensus just shifted. The question is whether you're going to keep relying on a metric that was designed in the 1970s, or start asking for the one that actually tells you what's happening. So what do you do with this information? 3 things. Specific. Actionable. Starting now. Number 1. Ask for the ApoB test by name. Next time you get blood work done, don't wait for your doctor to offer it. Ask directly, can we add ApoB to this panel? In most labs, it's a single add-on. Some insurances cover it when cardiovascular risk is present. The optimal target, according to the 2026 ACC/AHA guidance, is below 70 ml per dl for high-risk individuals and below 190 ml dl for everyone else. If your doctor doesn't know what you're talking about, that's important information too. Number 2, reduce small, dense LDL particles through diet. Not all LDL is equal. Small, dense LDL particles are the most dangerous. They penetrate arterial walls more easily, oxidize faster, and drive ApoB counts up. What drives small, dense LDL? Refined carbohydrates and ultra-processed seed oils, not saturated fat, as was believed for decades. Replacing processed carbs with whole food sources, increasing omega-3 fatty acids from fatty fish, and eliminating industrial seed oils have all shown measurable reductions in particle count within 8 to 12 weeks. Number 3, prioritize visceral fat reduction over weight loss. Visceral fat, the fat surrounding your organs, is one of the primary drivers of ApoB elevation. It's not about the number on the scale. Two people at identical weights can have drastically different ApoB levels based on visceral fat distribution. Resistance training 3 to 4 times per week has the strongest evidence for reducing visceral adiposity and, consequently, reducing ApoB, independent of total body weight change. Your cholesterol test isn't lying to you because someone wants you sick. It's lying to you because the system moves slowly. Because updating a standard blood panel takes years of bureaucratic consensus, while the science moves in real time. The 2026 update is here. The question is whether you are. Get the test. Know your number. Because normal isn't safe anymore, it just means no one checked the right thing yet.